Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements and top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made-from-scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Clyde Beck Athletic and Recreation Center on the campus of Transylvania University. Championship Saturday here on HCAC TV. We'll start with the women's championship matchup. The Grizzlies of Franklin enter today's contest at 20-6 after their win in the semifinals on Friday, beating Anderson 81-65. Transylvania entering the contest at 23-4. They picked up a win yesterday as well as they've advanced to the championship once again. The Pioneers looking for another trip to the NCAA Women's Division III tournament coming up next week. Transy leads this series. They played 43 times, and Transylvania has won 33 of the 43 matchups, and they've also won 9 out of the last 10 games they have played in this series. So it should be an interesting matchup. We'll follow this one up with a men's contest. That'll start at 6 o'clock as Transylvania will be going for the sweep as they'll be taking on the Ravens of Anderson coming up a little bit later as well. College basketball will take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll talk about these two teams. We'll scout Franklin next here on HCAC TV.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back once again here at Transylvania, game one of our two games here this afternoon. Again, our first game tipping off in about 17 minutes. Our second game will get underway at 6 o'clock coming up later this evening. Franklin, a team, as we mentioned, they knocked off Anderson in the semifinals, 81-65. You look at this Franklin team over the last 4 games, their offense has not been this good all season long. They have scored in their last 4 games 78, 88, 83, and 81. So they're averaging just over 82 points per game over their last 4 games. And the Grizzlies, again, with 20 wins, trying to make it to the NCAA Division III tournament with a win over Transylvania here this afternoon. They're led by Jordan Kuhn, who leads the team at over 17 points per game. Molly Schulte is another player to watch at 10.5. Peyton Say is at 10.7 points per game, and Kate Breeden is at 9.3 points per game. They'll be the players to watch coming up here this afternoon. Franklin is averaging at 74 points per game. They're only giving up 63. Shooting-wise, they're at 42%, but they're actually a really good shooting team from three-point range at 33% on the season, and they will shoot a lot of free throws. They're averaging, coming into this one, at 72%. They've been to the free throw line 491 times, and they're also a very good rebounding basketball team at 40 rebounds per game. When we come back in a couple of moments, we're going to talk a little bit about Transylvania as well. Transylvania looking for their 24th win of the season. In fact, we'll take a look at them right now as they again lead this series 33-10. Transylvania, they've won 12 straight. That is big coming into this one. They're playing excellent basketball. They're also 12-1 at home. And again on Friday night, Friday afternoon, they knocked out Mount St. Joseph 61-55. Sierra Kemmelgore hit the late 3 that sealed the win, and that gives her 26 points in that victory last night, though a team that didn't shoot very well, only 33% on the afternoon, 17 of 51, again 33%, only 19% from three-point range. They were 3 of 16 in that area. The big key yesterday had to have been the free throw shooting, as Transylvania ended up shooting 32 free throws. They hit 24 of those, good enough for 75%. On the other side, when you look at the amount of free throws that Franklin shot in their game, it is not even close. It's a Transylvania team that wants to get to the free throw line, and they're hoping to do that again today, as they will take the ball to the basket quite a bit, I would imagine, in this one here today. Again, Kemmelgore led the way with 26. Barrett had 7. Grinter ended up with 6. Hall had 5. Flynn with 4. Glisson also had 6 points in the win as well. So a big win for Transylvania. Maybe not their best game of the night, but they still were able to pull out a win yesterday to knock off Mount St. Joseph 61-55.
Hello, Troy.
Hello.
How can you hear? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, that's great. Little technical difficulties, but we got this worked out. Should be interesting.
Well, I hope it is.
Okay.
Now, I hope you're doing well here because I know that you've been scrambling here to get your microphone working.
Yep.
But now something does work, and we've been just kind of going over both these teams. Franklin able to get a win yesterday. Their offense playing extremely well. On the other side of the docket, a Transylvania team that may feel fortunate to be here late in the game yesterday. It really looked like Mount St. Joseph was going to get that win, but somehow Transylvania, their senior stepped up late. They pick up the victory to get here to the championship game.
Late in the game, the technical foul late in the game. Player lost a little bit of composure, got a technical foul, and that really made a big difference of the ball game.
We mentioned Transylvania led by Sierra Kemmelgore, who had that big game yesterday. She averages over 15 points per game. Her and Riley Flynn, two players that are at double digits. Flynn at 13.3 points per game, and again, Kemmelgore at 15.6. So two players that we'll watch here today, and I would imagine Kemmelgore, the senior at 5'8", will be one to watch simply from the standpoint as she goes, this team goes.
Yeah, as well as they have played over the year, this is what we're expecting. These two teams, I really think that they were expected to be here, and here they are. So should be a very interesting contest today.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We will come back. We'll have more on the pregame show. Transylvania, the Pioneers at 23-4. Franklin at 20-6. We'll have more on the pregame coming up on HCAC TV.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back once again here, Transylvania is where you're set for this championship matchup. Want to remind you, championship basketball on HCAC TV brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955. 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Burtner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrician partners since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. LIUNA, the Build America Union. 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. And the IndianaSRN sports page, sports coverage, border to border, coast to coast, your source for high school, college, and pro sports coverage. We're still about 3 minutes away from the national anthem and the starters being announced here in just a few moments. Let's go and talk about keys to this one, Coach. Transylvania, a lot of pressure on them. Certainly the favorite coming into the tournament. They're able to survive a scare yesterday. Franklin might be playing as well as anybody coming into this one here today, especially offensively. They're going to be a tough one to slow down. Let's talk about the keys to this one.
I really think it's tempo, Troy, to be honest with you. Who's going to get out and run first, and then who's going to make the less errors, and who's going to make the crucial foul, and who's going to make the crucial basket. That's the questions today. You're right. Franklin's been playing very, very well. Transy's very, very well, and it's going to be a great game. It was interesting to see the walkthroughs today. A little bit different. With Transy did a little bit different. We saw the guys as well did their walkthrough as we were very quiet as a mouse setting up. But these teams are very focused to win a championship because they know what that means, not only to their community, but to their school and their classmates.
No doubt about it. By the way, the last time these two teams met, let's go back to the two matchups this year. January 14th, Franklin won that contest 76-73 in overtime. Kemmelgore had a big night that night, 27 points. Baird had 17, Flynn with 13. On the other side, Kuhn had 24, Breeden 16, and Say with 16, but a big win there. And by the way, Transylvania only shot 41% in that game. They know they'll have to do better here today. Then they met again on February the 11th. Here, Transylvania dominated that game, won by 21. It was 80-59, the final. Transylvania, by the way, only had a 4-point lead at halftime. They opened things up 45-28 in the second half. Flynn led the way with 23. Kemmelgore had 12. Hall had 10. On the other side, Breeden had 12. Say also with 12 in that loss. Here's what is interesting about the matchup. Even in those two games, Franklin shot better than Transylvania that they split. In that second game, Franklin shot 42%. Transylvania shot only 38% and still got beat by 21.
Yeah. Well, just the way the basket kind of rolls around a little bit. You look at this. Both of these teams played yesterday. Who has their legs? Who doesn't have their legs? When we get in big games like this, I coach some of these big games. You look for the team that has a better bench, and you look for a team that maybe has someone that will surprise everybody and have a great game and may have 15, 20, 25 points today.
Yesterday, both teams only went 3 deep on their bench.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you may see much of the same today.
I tell you what, you get winded, you need help, right?
Yep, you certainly do. Well, it is time for the national anthem. We'll follow that up with the starters. So let's go first off, courtside, to our public address announcer.
Championship. The winner of today's game receives an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Please welcome from Franklin, Indiana, the number 2 seed, the Franklin Grizzlies. And from Lexington, Kentucky, the number 1 seed and the tournament host, the Transylvania Pioneers. As we honor America, our freedom, and the men and women in the armed forces around the world with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, I hope we don't make the same mistake that the public address station. He forgot to announce number 10.
Yeah, Keaton Hall is not playing today, apparently.
Transy is playing 4. Franklin 5, Transy 4.
All right, here we go. Number 1 seeded Transylvania, number 2 seeded Franklin. We are set to go. Transy in their home whites, Franklin in their traveling dark uniforms. Kuhn, Schulte, C, Munchel, and Breeden. For Franklin, for Transy, Kemmelgore, Barrett, Grinter, Hall, and Flynn.
This place beginning to fill up a little bit.
I'm sure it'll get even more full in the next hour or so. The men's contest will again tip off beginning at 6 o'clock. So it'll be Transy basketball.
Zone for Franklin.
They must feel, at least at this stage, with that zone. Transylvania struggled in the shooting department. Here's a 3 on the way, not this one, as Riley Flynn, averaging 13 per game, will get Transylvania on the board.
Good
Shoot like that'll get you out of the zone quick.
Good quick start.
Munchel driving baseline, feeds inside to Breeden. Breeden. They want a 3-second call, and they do finally get one. You don't see that very often, a turnover there for Franklin.
Yeah, she got trapped underneath there. Now, if she went out of bounds, the 3 seconds would have stopped, and maybe that's a little bit of a mental early today.
Mentioned Transylvania got a win last night. Should say yesterday afternoon, and they barely held on to win that game. They probably, again, feel a little fortunate to be here now. But now they're going to try to take advantage of it. A little sidestep, shot no good by Kemmelgore.
Oh, nice pass.
Pull-up shot in the lane, no good by C. We'll head the other way.
Rush to shot. Take your time.
Drive with the right hand. Missing is Grinter. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Grizzlies. Today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the HCAC. Any use, reproduction, or distribution of audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the HCAC is strictly prohibited. Commissioner will be Keith's guest coming up at halftime.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Franklin, 9 on the shot clock. They're 0 for 2 in possessions thus far, make it 0 for 3 and 2 turnovers.
A little bit of pressure.
Transylvania wasting no time, as you see again Franklin staying in that zone defense. In the lane, nothing there for Hall. Shot right wing, 3 is up, it is good as Barrett able to nail that one, and it's 6-0 Transylvania, off to a great start.
Need a basket here, just to get your feet wet.
Well, on the other side, a little 1-3-1 zone as well. It collapses, forcing the third turnover. Back the other way we go. Left-hand shot up and good by Grinter, and it's 8-0. You could have not really at this stage, after yesterday, asked for a better start.
Now the dilemma is, do you call a timeout early to get your kids back in the game, or do you wait to the 5-minute timeout? It might be too late then.
Turnaround shot off the back of the iron. Missing that one was Schulte. Yeah, they may not have any choice. Spin in the lane and no good on the shot. Offensive rebound, put back, yes, and a foul. Kemmelgore will go to the line. And it is all Transylvania here in the first nearly 3 minutes of play. There's another look at that. Nice play by Kemmelgore. So 11-0. Franklin got here early in the gym to do a little shoot around. And even on the warm-up side, they were here early. A lot of contact off the drive. Nothing there from Munchel, and a foul call will put Peyton C at the line. Chance to finally get on the board here in the opening quarter. Foul go against Keaton Hall.
Breathe and knock these down. It's a long game.
See, averaging 10.7 points per game, getting the Grizzlies on the board for the first time.
Little girl on the opposite end of where we are stomping her feet, yelling, screaming.
By the way, you had Franklin down the floor 4 times, had 3 turnovers and a missed shot. That time they finally get something positive.
Oh, there's a steal.
First turnover for Transylvania. The break back the other way. Ball stripped out of bounds. Munchell thought she got fouled. It'll stay here.
No comment.
That's a change for you.
Yeah, maybe she did get ball.
Grizzlies. It'll be Kuhn for 3 on the board.
Right back into it.
Yep, 5 unanswered. After the early 11-0 lead, Transylvania back in the half court. That is Kemmelgore. The first team all-conference player feeds underneath. Layup good by Hall.
I tell you what, that first step is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Turnover.
Number 4. Fast break back the other way. Ball stripped out of bounds as Kuhn got a hand on that one.
Kuhn hustled all the way down, really deflected the ball off the Transy guy, but young girl, but then kicked the ball out of bounds.
4 turnovers now by Franklin. And that'll be the second turnover by Transylvania off the inbound.
See, that drives you nuts as a coach.
It would.
You get the break, and then you throw the ball right out of bounds.
Well, Franklin, you kind of tell they've settled down a little bit here.
A little bit.
After that early deficit of 11-0. Transy stays in their matchup zone. Entry pass, C. Double teamed. Shot is going to be blocked.
Whoa!
Stripped on the way out. Will head the other way. Oh, that might have been a travel. Here's a 3 on the way, missed by Flynn. Another offensive rebound. Flynn, top of the key, drives down the lane. May have been fouled there by Munchell. And Munchell picks up her first. Franklin will bring in Avery Kelly. Also coming in for Transylvania will be Mackenzie Lombardi. Also coming in, Chloe McKnight. McKnight, we saw her over at Rose Hallman, who was very instrumental in that win.
She came in with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and made a big difference with some key rebounds last night.
Free throw bouncing around and missing as Riley Flynn 0 for 1 from the line, averages 13 points per game. Nearing the halfway point of quarter number 1 here at Transylvania. Second free throw is good. Well, the good news for Franklin is, Coach, they didn't have to burn a timeout. They're still down by 9, but they didn't want to burn that timeout.
But I think they're a little bit better in the game here. They got their legs a little bit.
Well, they're moving the ball well against that matchup zone. Pull-up shot, no good by Schulte.
That's what she did yesterday. She got some big rebounds late. McKnight did.
Quickly the other way, almost another bad pass. Here's the 3 by Lombardi, no good. Rebound Grizzlies out on the run. Here's Kuhn, little runner in the lane. Kuhn, nice touch. She has 5. Lead at 7.
I like her little shots, don't you?
Transylvania trying to get back to the NCAA tournament. Of course, they won the championship back in the 23 season, went undefeated that year at 33-0. Shot clock at 6. Quick release, in and out, as Flynn can't get it to go, and another offensive rebound by Lombardi, and then she throws it away. Third turnover now by Transylvania.
And those are unforced turnovers. Time out on the floor.
We'll take a timeout as well. 14-7 Transy.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Back once again here at the Clyde Beck Athletic and Recreation Center. We got here pretty early today to get set up, and then I went outside and worked on my tan. It is a beautiful day here in Lexington.
I noticed a lounger, a little bit of suntan lotion. Was that your cooler there too, with the Coke and the Sprite?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Noah took his nap after he ate his lunch.
Well, he had disappeared, and he was gone for probably an hour, so I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, though. Beautiful day.
I'm glad William and I stayed here and worked so hard.
You did a great job,
Thank
too,
you.
by the way. Yeah, I noticed you're not quite as tanned as I am.
No. Well, you know, I'm a basketball coach.
I know you are. And the Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
14-7 your score. Championship game. Turnaround shot in the lane. Rims in and out as Jordan Kuhn couldn't get that one to fall. So Transy will try to get that lead back into double digits. By the way, Sophia Saucerman in the lineup. Turnover Transylvania. We'll go back the other way. Contact, nothing. Off the glass, no by Schulte. Ball goes out of bounds. Back over now to Transy.
I tell you what, if they're going to let him play like that, Transy has the advantage. That's pretty physical.
After a hot start, Transylvania has cooled off as we're nearing the 3-minute mark of period one.
They're shooting 45%, Troy.
3 is way off the mark. Lombardi's been called a strip and a turnover. Franklin had a chance to go the other way. Here's a shot. High arcer in the corner will be missed as Kemmelgore can't get it to fall, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Franklin.
Seems like every loose ball or every long rebound has gone Transy's way a little bit early in today.
Franklin, by the way, now 5 turnovers unofficially, 4 so far for Transylvania. Grizzlies, they get a 3, they're within 4. Here is a 3 by Kuhn. Count on it. 8 now by Jordan Kuhn, and it is all of a sudden a 4-point lead.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yep. Now it's a 10-3 run put together by Franklin. Trying to post up down low for McKnight. Drive in the lane, off-balance shot, no good by Kemmelgore. Offensive rebound, put back, good by Chloe McKnight. Franklin wasting no time, back the other way. Contact on the shot, nothing there in a foul situation for Schulte. We'll head the other way, left hand off the glass, no good by Grinter. And now we're getting up and down the floor. Kuhn back the other way. Oh my, woo!
Coach is asking for body contact, and the referee said all ball.
Coach, that's why you play some at home and some on the road.
Well,
this isn't a neutral site.
No, it is not. You can tell by the crowd it's in the game, right?
Yeah. Franklin off the inbound. They turn it over for the 6th time.
She should have kept that ball.
Transy in transition. In the corner, here's Lombardi again, the air ball. And coming away with it for Franklin will be Breeden. Fast break back the other way. Kuhn got the defender Beyer, shoots the 3 and missed it. Saved from going out of bounds. Great hustle there by Kemmelgore. 90 seconds remaining in the first. Shot fake drive. gets stuck in the lane. That's where Hall had to give it up. Hall wide open. They will let her shoot it, but she decides not to. Kemmelgore. Ball tipped away. Lombardi had a chance to get a shot off. One on the shot clock, no good. Battle for the rebound. Coming away with it will be Franklin. Here's Breeden.
There is a lot of physical contact after the shot underneath the basket.
Lead at 6. Franklin has not led in this game as of yet. The drive by Schulte, no good on the shot. Battle for the rebound, and we have a jump ball possession arrow. Should be in favor of Transylvania, and it is.
Actually, they're going to call a foul, Troy. Called it late.
Foul's going to go against Riley Munchell. Take that back, Avery Kelly, the freshman. That'll be her first.
I wonder if the other officials saw the other two called jump ball.
Apparently not. Still plenty of time for Franklin to get the ball back. 37 seconds on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Boy, and almost they throw it away again.
Another throw away.
Wow.
Is that the fourth one?
5 turnovers.
5 turnovers. Wow.
Kuhn will come back in. Also back in will be Munchell.
Well, here's something. You can take the whole entire time off the clock here.
Yeah. And I would imagine if you're wise, you will do so. Transy stays in that matchup zone. They've extended, as you see, beyond the three-point line. Munchell lobbing down low to C. Double teamed, able to split the double team, blocked by McKnight. Ball still loose, and that'll do it for the opening period of play. We head to the second. Transy leads it by 6.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back once again here at Transylvania. It is a 16-10 game after 1. It has been rather physical in the opening period of play. Transylvania led in scoring by Riley Flynn with 4. Kemmelgore has 3. Barrett has 3. On the other side, Jordan Kuhn with 8 points. He had 8 of the 10. Peyton C. ends up with 2 points.
You know, Transy came out 11-0 and then start throwing the ball away.
Yeah. Yeah, they did not. Certainly the start was big, but a combined 11 turnovers by these two teams in the opening quarter.
Transy shooting 45.5%. Franklin at 28.6.
Strong drive down the lane. Contact, basket good, and Keaton Hall on the board here in the second. Chance for a three-point play. Foul against C. That'll be her first. Lead back to 8, possibly 9 right here. The old tippy toe on the line. Was that the groaning and moaning I
Yeah,
heard over here?
Sure was.
Back to a 9-point lead. It was 11 at the beginning of period number 1. Another bad pass. Franklin has turned it over 7 times. Kate Breeden set to come back in now for the Grizzlies. Hannah Klein, the head coach for Transylvania. Ashley Blanche, the head coach for the Grizzlies. In the corner, wide open 3 is long as Grinter can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound by Barrett. Ball on the floor. It'll stay with Transylvania. The drive to the basket, good, as Reagan Barrett now has 5. Lead back to 11. Nice crossover. Schulte, pull-up shot off the back of the rim. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here. Last touched by Keaton Hall. And we mentioned moments ago that Franklin coming back with Kate Breeden. So now the Pioneers matching the biggest lead of the game. It was 11-0. Now they lead it 21-10. Fresh 20 in the shot clock here for the Grizzlies. Ball loose on the floor. Turnover number 8. Numbers back the other way. Little give and go. Layup missed by Kemmelgore and a foul in the backcourt. They ended up getting Grinter for number 1. Boy, that was an easy 2 right there for Kemmelgore.
You know, the fans are cheering that he made the call, but you had a fast break. I'd rather have the points.
Yeah.
Funny. This game is so funny.
Here's the other key, and we mentioned this a little bit ago.
Yep.
When you think about Franklin in the last 4 games averaging nearly 83 points per game, there's a 3 in the corner by Kuhn. You've been averaging almost 83 points per game, Coach. They got a long way to go to get there. The offense has not been where they want it to be thus far.
Down by 9 right now.
And the 8 turnovers have not helped. Transy basketball, skip pass, Kemmelgore for 3. The high arcer, no good. Rebound, Franklin, foul. And they will get Keaton Hall.
And again, a standing ovation by the Franklin coach and the crowd.
I have a feeling that the guy over there, the official on that side,
yes, sir.
They're the one they're picking on him?
Yes.
Okay. They haven't liked his call so far in the last 2?
I think they've done a great job.
Contact, turnover number 9. 3-on-1 break, back the other way, layup good by Grinter. Franklin thought there was maybe a little contact there as well. C in the lane. Kelly will give it up. Here is a shot. Nope, here it is, the drive now by Breeden. Missed it. C missed it. C gets it back on the baseline. Might have gotten away with a travel. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Franklin. Lombardi back in for Transylvania. Munchell coming in now for Franklin. I could have sworn that Peyton C. traveled that time.
I think she took maybe 4 steps. Okay, you get 3, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in a hop.
And a hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming out of the lineup for Transylvania will be Reagan Barrett, Chloe McKnight back in the lineup, gave them valuable minutes in the opening quarter. Baseline drive, trapped underneath is Munchell. She goes down. Kuhn trapped in the corner. Schulte gets it to her teammate Breeden, who hits her first bucket of the day. Lead back to 9. That Franklin defense is more of a 3-2, but I'll tell you what, you cannot let McKnight get behind you down low.
McKnight has 4.
Back the other way. Kuhn. Boy, she is tough.
I like her shot. She's got 13.
Now you know why. She is a first-team all-conference player.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Lead back to 9 once again. I was going to mention that zone is more of a 3-2 with a very flat top to that zone. Shot in the corner, and a 3 is good by Lombardi. She had missed some early badly, but quickly comes back. Here's Kuhn, the 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound by Schulte. Gets it her teammate Breeden, who can't get it to go, and will head the other way. Ball loose. And they want to travel, no whistle. Transy turns it over for the 6th time. Here's Munchel. Wide open shot for Breeden. She passed it up, gets it back, fires it, and shoots an air ball. And a great job, and that I thought was thrown by Flynn.
Both players were out of bounds.
Threw it off Schulte. Coming in will be for Franklin. Taylor Turk will come in. We haven't seen her yet. In fact, did not play yesterday.
Transy's player was already out of bounds, Troy. Then she hit it off her. That's a good call.
Fresh 20 on the shot clock. C will find Breeden. Munchel back to C. Shot no good. Rebound put back no by Schulte. And coming away with it will be Transylvania. Camel Gore. And now they'll give it up to Flynn. Hannah Glisson, the 5'5 freshman, back in the lineup now for Transylvania. She'll take the basketball off to Lombardi. Lombardi swings it left side now to Flynn. Baseline drive, 5 on the shot clock. McKnight gives it up once again to Flynn in the corner for 3. Flynn, her second 3, she has 7. Lead at 15.
Biggest it's been.
They've now had a 15, 12, and 11-point lead twice. Shot way short by Breeden.
They're just not hitting their baskets.
And you better be careful, Transylvania.
Blow you out of the gym.
Blow you out. Here's Lombardi, a 3, good. And Franklin needs a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Transylvania 34, Franklin 16.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt.
Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back once again here, Transylvania. It's an 18-point lead now for the Pioneers. And you cannot, we're going to take a look at this 3 a little bit ago. The one thing that enabled them to get that 3 was the ability, and they've done this pretty much the entire game, get the 50-50 ball, get a second chance opportunity, and they've done it again. And you can't let those shooters stand out there wide open.
We call it the ABC corner. I throw it to you, you're A. You throw it to me, I'm B. You throw it to the corner where no one's guarding somebody, that's C. You have that much look. You can see the basket, you're going to score.
Yeah, and they do.
Hey, Hall of Famer right there.
Oh, man. And you're getting Hall of Fame dollars in your analysis today.
I want to thank the people that nominated me. Feels pretty good.
Well, I'm surprised you don't have your plaque with you.
I forgot it.
Oh, but you're going to bring it, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm very humbled. Thank you.
Grizzlies need to get something positive here pretty quick. They want this thing to get out of hand before halftime.
Oh, my.
Boy, there's their 10th turnover. And Transylvania is going to try to make them pay.
They could bring this up to 20 right now.
Or 21. May have to get out of that zone.
Oh, I don't know.
May not have any choice. Lombardi wide open.
Has she not hit 3 in a row?
Yes, she has.
1 way deep and 2 on the side.
21 3-point lead. Lombardi missed her first 3 shots badly and now has hit 3 in a row. C. Sosserman off the mark. C with a rebound and a foul call. One thing about it, though, free throws aren't going to get it done for you.
No.
Foul against Mackenzie Lombardi. Jordan Kuhn back in. They could not leave her out.
She was shaken up a little bit there on the floor. Took a little bit of that media timeout and a little bit more to get her back into this game.
Peyton C with only 3 points now, averaging 10.7, all from the free throw line. Second free throw.
Got them both. Now you need some stops, some turnovers.
Well,
you need to cut this within at least 10, I think.
You would love to get to 10. I don't know that that's going to happen, though. 10 turnovers has really hurt Franklin here in the first half. Glisson. McKnight went for the rebound.
That is what McKnight has done the last 2 days, keeping the ball in play.
Lombardi sets, fires, can't get it to go. And the ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Riley Flynn. Turk back in now for Franklin, and Schulte will sit down. Well, there is one stop for you. Question is there enough time to get it down to 10? I mean, you almost have to score at will. Nice.
Oh, she double dribbled.
Nice move to the baseline. Shot way off the mark.
Did she not double dribble?
I didn't see a double dribble.
Okay, sorry.
Sosserman missed the shot. Transy basketball. Here's Lombardi again. 4 for 4. The sophomore is feeling it in period 2.
I guess so.
Lead is now at 22. Every time they get above that, Sosserman off the glass. That's her first 2 points. The 22 now, the biggest lead as we're under 145 and lead back to 20. Right now, Transylvania leaving no doubt about it as they will attempt to get to the NCAA tournament yet one more time. Riley Flynn missing the shot. Foul's going to go against Chloe McKnight. That'll be her first. Transy coming with Barrett. Hall is back in. Sia Kemmelgore coming back in. They got some valuable rest time. Cameron Ritterhoff is checked into the lineup now for Franklin. Shot on the way, no good. As Sosserman can't get it, the putback is good. Ritterhoff able to get the points, and it's back to an 18-point lead. Transylvania looking, and that's going to be a moving screen, which is a turnover. They got Flynn. 7th turnover now by Transylvania. Transylvania going for the sweep today. They would love nothing more than to have both teams go to the NCAA tournament, huh?
And drive opposite ways.
I don't think they care. Sosserman travels with it. That's 11 turnovers now by Franklin in the first half.
Transy has what, 7?
7. And by the way, Franklin averages 14.7 turnovers per game, and they won't match it, but they're very close to matching it in the first half. That'll be an offensive foul against Kemmelgore, and that'll be their 8th turnover. I see your guest is on the way.
The suit jacket today.
Very punctual.
Yes.
Another big possession here for Franklin as Transy will get it back one more time. There's a blocked shot by Grinter, and they're going to get her for a shooting foul. Second on Grinter.
I like the new signals, you know. You got it here, you got it here, you got it here, you got it there. Back in the day when we played, you had to raise your hand, remember?
Yep, that's right.
Back in my officiating, I told you guys, raise your hand.
But then we didn't want him to feel bad, right? So
is that why we changed it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't want him to, feel scrutinized.
Okay.
It's all about feelings.
Whatever you say, Troy.
Turk at the line, gets one more. Transylvania shot clock is off. Here's the press by Franklin, and it does force the 9th turnover, and then the ball tipped out of bounds. Shot clock again is off. 14.6 seconds remaining in the first half. Transylvania still up by 17. Off the inbound, Sosserman now has 4. One last opportunity. Back the other way. 3 by Flynn, no good. And the ball is saved from going out of bounds by Jordan Kuhn, but we've made it to halftime. Transylvania built a 22-point lead. We go to the locker room. Transylvania on top of this one, 40-25.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Mandy made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
TV network. Join wow, I can't even talk today. Joining us today is Jay Jones. What are you? Oh, the conference director. That's what you are. Man, a lot of things going on. You got the 2 games here. You got the track and field going on. A lot of things going on.
Yeah, and that's at the conference level with our championships this weekend. Our schools are in, for college athletics, what we call the crossover season between the end of one set of sports and the beginning of another. So talking to everyone here and around the league, everyone's pretty tired, but, it's an exciting time with championship season and getting these winter sports cranked to the highest level here for their championships and enjoying those moments with them.
Teams that win today, you have no idea where they go until tomorrow, Monday, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So the selection shows are on Monday. I believe that the men's is at 2 o'clock and women's at 3:30. I may be telling you wrong, so check the heartlandconf.org after the game for that for sure, fans. But ultimately, those selection shows come on Monday. We don't know until that time. If a team were to be hosting, they get about 20 minutes head start on that, and so that's all they know. So.
Okay. Last night, good crowd on hand.
Great crowd.
And great nightcap game. Holy smoke.
And to me, the women's game, Transylvania took the first tip time yesterday. They wanted the early game. That was at 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. And, man, I really appreciate the fans that came out and supported the 2 teams. It was a wonderful game between them and MSJ. And what an atmosphere for 1 o'clock on a Friday. And it just kept going. Keith, all 4 games yesterday were just really awesome and really close and really good and hard fought.
Well, it's because of the great conference that we have.
Yeah. Well, here's what fans don't know and see, and what I would say. And I told somebody this morning, I'm so blessed. We had 8 coaches here this weekend, and if you get 8 basketball coaches in the same place, you never know exactly what's going to happen. But they're just fantastic people. They're great coaches. They're educators of our young people and helping their students, but they're just great human beings. And so I've had a blast as the commissioner here this weekend because I'm working with coaches that are just a pleasure to be with. So
IndianaSRN has been with you for a long time. Yeah. HCAC conference TV conference came along with us. Talk a little bit about relationship and talk about how really we covered 29 games this year.
And I so appreciate that because what's happened is we started with some championships and we started showing some football games there early. As a result, we for some equity pieces and wanting to really span out and do what we could do, we did some volleyball early, and it just grew and grew and grew. And at first it was conference championships, and you all have done an amazing job for us, and I hope the fans appreciate kind of the level for D3 championships that you all produce for us is fantastic. And then what happened was our schools really loved what they saw. Our parents and fans told the schools they loved what they saw. And so many of our schools are now using SRN for their regular game broadcast. And what that means is the teams visiting those schools also get that great coverage for those games. So thank you all so much to you and Jerry and the whole SRN team for what you do for the HCAC.
The one thing I love about what we do is we walk into a gym and we try to stay neutral friendly as much as we can, but the fans coming up and they give you cookies or cupcakes. Rose Holman is very good. We have a parent who gives us a cupcake. Of course, Troy eats mine and his.
Yeah.
But they really appreciate that, especially when you got a young man or a young lady that's from California or way far away. They can't make all those games, and here it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, really appreciate what you all do, but I hope that the parents out there are able to enjoy it as well, and I am certain they are based on the compliments that you all get and that we get and at the conference office, and so appreciate that.
Let's talk a little bit about the spring, because the spring literally starts Monday, right?
Well, the spring has already started.
Well, yeah,
so,
we got some baseball already.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we're playing baseball and softball and lacrosse. So basically everything's going for the spring, and that's why I say we're kind of in what we call the crossover period, which is really hard on our athletic trainers and sports information folks. But yeah, the spring has kicked off already. I am super excited, and you and I were talking this morning. Yeah. The spring will end this year. On the last weekend of spring, we'll do our baseball and softball tournament on the same weekend. both of those in Kokomo, Indiana, at two fantastic facilities for our students. IndianaSRN will cover both of those for us, and man, it is just going to be a fun HCAC weekend in Kokomo. And so we're going to end this academic year off the right way with that.
Yeah, the one thing I love is we get to go early to set up and do all of our production. Then we get to go out to dinner with either Grace, you, and then their staff, which is a lot of fun. And then we get stuck with the bill, which is really cool.
Yeah, that works out well. Although, I say this with all my schools, too, so I work for all 10 of the schools. And that's sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul, because you and Jerry will turn around and, we invoice each other back and forth. So
yeah, well,
that's the way that works.
Yeah, that's fair. Happy with the year?
Yeah, really am. And our basketball was about as close. Certainly, so this is my 7th year through. I've been here 6.5 years. So this is my 7th season of basketball. And this is the closest we've been in terms of competitive equity and looking at parity across the league. And so coming into this weekend's tournament, both men and women had 4 teams who truly could win this. Now it looks like, based on that first half, Transy is sure off to a hot start.
Mm-hmm.
They got scared yesterday. MSJ took them to the wire, and I think it woke them up.
Yep.
You and I were talking about that on the break. And boy, did they come out awake here and they start the game on I think a 10-0 run, 9-0 run. But
11-0 run.
No, 11-0, okay.
Yep.
I knew we were in the range. But, so wow. And so we'll see what Franklin does. Ashley is she's a fantastic coach, and so she'll have them ready coming out of the locker room, and we'll see what they do. I think they'll answer. The question is, do they have enough to catch back up? Trancy's got to beat a deep bench.
Last question. We did the football playoff for Hanover this year.
Yeah.
Tremendous. The facility that we have in this conference is unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's a credit to our schools for what they want our student experience to be, but also just a credit to, all of our teams around the league that really work to say, and coaches push their ADs and others to say, hey, we need the best facilities we can possibly have for these students so that they want to come to these schools and play for us. And so we are fortunate to have that.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Keith.
Go back and do what you do.
Yeah.
Right. We'll come back with Troy after this.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt.
Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
That's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's
coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Back here at Transylvania, 15-point lead for the Pioneers in the women's championship game. We're at halftime, and let's go ahead and run down the first half numbers. First off for Franklin, in the first half of play, we're going to give you the live stats, by the way. You can follow along on the Transylvania website. Ended up in the first half. We're going to check here real quick and see if we can run this down. I was trying to find, there's the points. 12 points by Kuhn to lead the way. 4 points by Sosserman. 4 points by C. 2 points by Breeden. 2 points also by Ritterhoff in the first half, and a single point by Turk. That rounded out their 25. By the way, for Franklin, in the first half of play, their best shooter was Kuhn, 5 of 8 for 63%. Other than that, Schulte was 0 for 7. C was 0 for 6. Breen was 1 for 5. And also Sosserman was 2 for 5. So they certainly had their issue shooting in the first half. On the other side, Transylvania, they were led by Lombardi with 12 points, only player in double figures. Hall finished with 5. Kemmelgore finished with 3. Grinter with 4 points. Barrett had 5. Flynn with 7. And McKnight finished with 4 in the first half of play, and that's where we stand at 40-25. Time to talk about second half action as we get ready for the second half. Franklin's got a ways to go on this one if they're going to plan on making a big run. I think they got to get off to a good start to begin this third quarter. You're down by 15. You were down by as many as 22. So now you got to find a way to kind of chip away at this thing and give yourself a chance in the fourth.
Yeah, Franklin shot 9 of 34 for 26.5%. Transy shot 15 of 34 for 44.1%. 3-point field goals, 2 of 5 for Franklin, and 7 of 19 for Transy. As the games go, it was 11-0. There's not been a change of lead. 22 is the largest, and here's the thing that's really the effect. Franklin 11 turnovers. Transylvania only have 9, but those 11 turnovers are 22 points.
Yeah, that's a lot in a championship game. So now we wait, see what adjustments are made by both these teams. Transy stays in their matchup zone. C is very undersized. Once she gets it in the lane, it's awful hard for her to get a shot off. Still plenty of time on the shot clock here for Franklin. There's another good shot by Kuhn. I'm going to say Schulte, number 0, not number 3. So Schulte gets her first 2 points and the lead at 13.
Hey, this can happen. You got plenty of time here.
And this is a team that can score. Speaking of Franklin, as we mentioned, you're averaging over 82 points per game in your last 4. And back the other way, how about Grinter?
I have her for 5.
I have her for 7.
I am mistaken.
43-27. C off the entry, stripped from behind. C is listed at 5'6", and they use her in the post a lot, which
amazing,
is
isn't it?
Really unusual.
Yes.
Off the entry, and the shot good by Breeden. I found a zip tie while I was waiting for you to get done with your interview. Pretty good, huh?
I'm scared.
Back the other way.
Oh
boy, you missed the bunny right there, Reagan Barrett. Seen a couple of misses by Transylvania. They still lead it by 14. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay here with the Grizzlies. Transy has not missed a national tournament appearance. Check that. That shot no good by Schulte once again, but an offensive rebound by C. Schulte gives it up. Wide open for three. Good by Munchel. The last time they missed it was in the 2018 season. They missed an NCAA tournament appearance.
Wow.
So it's a long time. They've got quite a streak going.
Yes, they do.
Lead now at 11. So they've cut the deficit in half. Contact down the lane. Foul against Munchel, her second. And that will send Transylvania to the line. Oh, they're going to say it is off the pass, though Flynn thought she was shooting the basketball.
One of our fans asked the referee to wake up.
Here's Flynn. Strip from behind. Transy keeps
nice
it.
Save.
Here's another three. That's good. Barrett. She has 8. They're doing this, by the way, with Kemmelgore with only 3 points. All in the first quarter. There's another turnover. 12 now by Franklin. They're wasting no time. Kemmelgore for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound by Barrett. Barrett, layup good. They're beating him outside. They're beating him inside. Back to 16.
You got Barrett for 8 or 10?
I have Barrett for 10.
Thank you.
C leans in, shoots long, and C picks up the foul. So C should say C just picked up number 2. Right when you think that maybe Franklin was going to make a run, they got it down to 11. It's back again to 16. Nice pass underneath. That a way to give it up. Flynn finding her teammate Barrett for the easy layup. And it's back to 18. Ball stripped there by Grinter. See the kick out. Munchel falls on the floor. And timeout before the pass to Peyton C. This will be a
TV timeout.
TV timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 50-32.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back here in Transylvania, we have another game coming up. The men's championship game will tip off at around 6 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. Right now, it is all Transylvania, leading it by 18. Winner of this gets the automatic bid to the NCAA Division III Women's Tournament. Franklin had gotten the deficit down to 11. As you see, Chloe McKnight checking back in for Transylvania. 13 on the shot clock after the Franklin timeout. They'll need to get that young lady right there. Kuhn going a little bit more. Turnaround shot missed. Sosserman looking for her 5th and 6th points of the night. Comes up empty as we are coming up on 6 minutes remaining in the third. Kemmelgore. Quiet game here, averaging nearly 16 per game, only 3, but they haven't needed her yet. Good ball movement once again. The drive, layup good, and they're just putting on a clinic as Keaton Hall now has 7. Lead back to 20. In the corner, that's way short. McKnight with a rebound. Turk had a decent look. Now Transylvania at this stage, you just kind of systematically put the dagger in if you can.
You're shooting 48%.
McKnight. Turnover, Transylvania.
I don't know if I would make that pass.
Here is Kuhn back the other way, short. And out of bounds. It'll go over now to Transylvania. I guess I don't really mind the pass so much. If you're going to make that pass, make it up high. Because the big's got to go up and get it. You want it to be really high.
Well, there's 2 people in front of her.
Well, that's okay. I could always make that pass.
Sure.
I had no issues. 11 now for Transylvania. Back the other way we go. Franklin.
They just can't buy a basket.
Yeah, Sosserman cold. 2-on-2 break back the other way. Kemmelgore has to give it up, does so to Glisson.
How about not forcing a turnover and setting it back up?
Flynn, no good. Kemmelgore with the rebound. Reverse layup good. Kemmelgore just her second basket of the afternoon, and the lead back to its biggest at 22. Sosserman, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, blocked. And we got a whistle on the shot. Turk will go to the line, I do believe. And we've got a timeout on the floor as well. 4:12 remaining in the third. Transy leads it by 22.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt.
Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
14 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. And Transylvania can punch their ticket to the NCAA Women's Division III basketball tournament. Where might they go? Do they give you an indication of some?
Won't know until Monday about 2:30 or 3.
And they start right away. I mean, they go next weekend, right?
They would go, I think they would play Friday, Saturday. Yes. Yes, it's Friday, Saturday. I do believe that's true. Correct.
Turk at the line for the second time. 1 for 2 from the line.
There might be glimpses of home games.
Really?
For the conference champion, but who really knows?
Yeah. Sure they would draw well. Turk has 2. Game started 11-0. Then Transy built a 22-point lead in the second. They got it back to 22 here in the third. And they are in no hurry.
Oh, no.
I don't blame them. A little cross action. The drive, layup good, run perfectly. Grinter now with 9. You're on that cross at the top. You can always get a step. You get that defender behind you. Here's Turk. Entry pass, shot with the left hand, no good. Sosserman stays at 4. Kemmelgore back the other way, driving left hand, yes. Boy, if she gets going, they're in big trouble.
You think she wants to get in the scoring column a little bit?
Biggest lead now, 24. Shot way off the mark as Turk can't get it to go. And Franklin one and done in that possession. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the third. Well, I don't think that Transylvania had any ill effects of that close game against Mount St. Joseph.
I think they woke up.
I do too. Ball stripped as 3 players on the floor. We do have a jump ball. Nope, they're going to say timeout Transylvania. So Transy gets the timeout. We wait and see if it's going to be a full. It'll be a 30. We'll just keep it right here for this one.
That's a smart timeout.
I never really have liked that, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of times, one official, you saw it right there, did call a jump ball. The other one, now they're going to look at it, and the other one called a timeout. You and I had this discussion when Mr. Morales was watching the game we were doing the last time you and I did a game together, and he said the official closest to the ball
can make the call.
But the problem is the outside official on that side made the call, might have had a better look at it. I just don't like the idea that you just call a timeout and you really don't know at times who has possession. It looked like to me both players had a really good draw on the basketball right there.
So now they're looking at the monitor.
Question is, though, can they get a close enough look at it? That's always the other question I have.
Well, you know, the great thing is our fantastic director, William, has got all these great shots. We'll see what they'll be looking at.
Does he ever replay that? Can we see it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they will give the timeout to Transylvania then.
And then it's going to be white ball. That was a quick review.
Yeah.
Yesterday's review was very long.
One of them went about 5 minutes, it seemed like, yeah. We're going to go back.
Now go back to the monitor.
There is, by the way, an official alternate on the sidelines that is helping with the review.
Well, if they gave them the timeout, they can't take the timeout away, correct?
No.
So if you called the timeout, you burnt your timeout. If it's a jump ball and it's your possession, it's your possession.
Right.
Correct? Okay.
I believe, yeah. Nothing changed.
Oh, they confirmed the shot clock to 2 seconds.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Good job, William. Way to do the
2 seconds, plenty of time to inbound, get a shot off. That one thrown at the rim by Barrett. They're able to get it back. Shot missed again by Flynn. We'll stay at a 24-point lead. Boy, 2 Franklin players in the same place and another turnover. That's number 13.
That's tough.
They have just not, speaking of the Grizzlies offensively, have looked nothing like they have over the last 4 games. 3 of the 4, they had 80-plus points. Barrett gets tied up. Possession arrow stays with Transy. Barrett thought she got hammered. Avery Kelly checking back in for the Grizzlies.
The game has really slowed down.
Big time. Grinter will find Barrett. Three-pointer long. Another shot at it. Almost threw it away. You see Hall back outside. Three is on the way and good by Flynn.
I got Flint with 10.
61-34, and another turnover by Franklin, and a foul in the backcourt.
Frustration.
$27-point lead, now the biggest. Foul called on Turk. Another three. Lombardi, 15.
Leading scorer.
Lead at 30. I'm not sure anybody expected this. Kuhn got the defender in the air, hits the three in the corner. 16 now for Jordan Kuhn.
She's had a pretty good game.
Unfortunately, nobody else has. Not the kind of game they needed to have. Got a foul call against Kelly. Number 2 now on Kelly. Got to remind you again that Franklin had gotten that deficit to 11, and it is ballooned to 30. Certainly helps the way that Transylvania shot the basketball from the outside. That'll be a foul call against Ritterhoff. The freshman will pick up her first, and that will put Riley Flynn at the line. Men's game again at 6. It'll be Transylvania and Anderson. Anderson trying to get a championship after losing to Franklin last year at Anderson.
Yeah. What a game that was, huh?
Yeah. Boy, but the Transylvania men have won 12 straight. Second free throw no good. Rebound by Grinter. Entry pass to Hall. They'll quickly find Lombardi. In and out on the three. And the rebound by Kuhn. Kuhn stripped away. 15th turnover. And will give it away again. There's 12 the other way. Final 30. Off the glass and the miss. Here come the Pioneers once again. Layup good. That'll be Hall. Give the assist to Grinter. We've got a timeout with 19.4. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Unusual to get a timeout right there. Lead back to 29.
The field goal percentage for Franklin, they are 13 of 49 at 26.5%. Transy is 26 of 51 for 51%. Three-point shooting 4 of 9 for Franklin and 11 of 27 for Transy. Rebounds 29-32 in favor of Transy. No lead changes. Time of lead has been 29 minutes so far. And the computer says that Transy has dominated 98% of the game.
Yes, they have.
That's a new stat. I've never seen that stat before.
And what's the probable comeback, though? They always put that on the NFL games. Now, if you're betting, you notice that?
Let me see if that's here.
They'll always give you a probability if you want to bet on a
There
comeback.
is not.
There's not one on there. Yeah.
I'm glad for that.
Final seconds. Block shot. Good job there by Riley Flynn, and we'll head to the fourth. Transy 66, Franklin 37.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger. It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
That's only two more than they had in the first, and they got certainly a hill to climb here in the final period of play if they're going to win this one. Maybe too much. C in the lane. Feeds it off, and the layup missed.
They missed a lot of bunnies today.
Boy, Breeden. And when you're down by 29, you cannot afford to miss much of anything.
If I'm Transy, I'm using all the shot clock.
Here is Kimmelgore short on the shot. Getting the offensive rebound putback is good by Keaton Hall, and that's just the key right there. They're just getting everything. By the way, Grace Bruner wearing number 11 in the game now for Transy. And speaking of Bruner, they got her on her second foul. Bruner out of Somerset, Kentucky. Off the inbound, another turnover, number 16 now by Franklin. I know there's 8:52 to go, but I think it's safe to say that unless Transylvania has complete meltdown, which I don't think there's going to be enough possessions in this game for Franklin offensively, I think it's pretty safe to say Transylvania is about ready to make another trip to the NCAA tournament.
I'll wait another 3 minutes, okay?
You do that.
Okay.
Let me know how it turns out in 5:42.
I'll let you know.
If they can get it down to 10 in the next 3 minutes, please call me.
Well, you'll be here.
I'll be here, but you might want to call me anyway.
Magical.
Well, there's a turnover.
Here we go. Come on, Grizz.
Down in numbers, though. Breeden will get it to her teammate who hits the three.
All right.
How about Munchel? Munchel has 6. Down to 28. Trap at midcourt. It will be Transylvania basketball. That was not over and back.
Because the ball never reached the line.
All 3 parts
it's a
have to reach.
Great no call.
Well, what a game Lombardi's had off the bench with 15. Drive and the shot by Bruner. Two-shot foul here for Bruner. Grinter back in. Lombardi will sit down. Gives them an extra ball handler because you know that Franklin will be pressing. Schulte picks up the foul. That'll be her first.
18 players on Transy's roster.
And you never know. They might use every one of them here before it's all said and done.
You think so?
They might.
They might.
I don't know why I wouldn't. Might wait till about 3 minutes to go, but I could still get them all in. McKnight back in. Barrett will sit down.
I think McKnight's made a difference in this game today.
Yeah, she's a good force to have inside.
4 points, couple of rebounds.
We have made it under 8 minutes. See? High arcing shot in the lane, no good by Turk. And a foul the other way. Looks like they got Kuhn. Number 2 now on Kuhn. Kuhn, by the way, 16 points. Leading Franklin in scoring. $12 points today by Barrett. 9 by Grinter. Hall with 11. 10 by Flynn. And then 15 by Lombardi. So even without your best player dominating this championship game. Kemmelgore on the drive, might have been partially blocked. She goes to the floor, McKnight the save, but then turns it over. See, baseline now to Turk. See once again, drastically outsized in that low post. Another turnover. Off the steal. Layup. Bruner. Timeout. Franklin. We'll take a timeout as well. 71-40.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt.
Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here, Transylvania. Franklin will make a couple of changes in their lineup here late. Tell you who they are here in a couple of moments. We will see Lydia Wright check in. She wears number 32. All celebrations here for Transylvania, the Franklin faithful who made that long road trip like we did. Certainly not a whole lot to cheer about, is there?
No, right now they had some hope early in the game, and that 11-0 run first to get things
kind
started.
Of set the tone, didn't it?
It did.
So now the Grizzlies look to attack the other way. Here's Kelly, no good. Rebound battled for outside the three-point line, and then the referee got ran into, and then they turn it over.
Can she make it down the floor?
Layup good at the other end.
I'll tell you what, the official made a great job of losing her balance. She made him down the floor.
Shot one and done for Franklin. Kemmelgore, by the way, gets credit for that last basket She has 9. Lead at 33. You know what saved her on the sideline was that bench.
And Jay Jones was helping her a little bit.
And the alternate official right there.
Way to go, Jay.
Good look here at Bruner. McKnight, offensive rebound, put back good.
Tell you what, good players will hear the shot clock and still shoot the ball because you never know.
35-point lead. And there's just not much Franklin has to offer here.
We really thought this would be an 8-9 point game, didn't we?
We did.
He dropped this. Hilarious.
And we got all kinds of new players coming in for Transylvania.
I think the flag has been waved.
21 is stiff. We've got Daniel Jones, number 22. I wasn't planning on putting all these players in my score sheet, by the way. 23 is Livers. Here is Stiff, and that misses the rim. That'll be a shot clock violation. Mentioned 32 is in, which is Nicole Mears. Did I get them all?
I think so.
Franklin back the other way. Shot good in the lane. And Sosserman now with 6. And a takeaway. Layup good by Turk. Now, all you're asking Transylvania, all you're asking your players to do is just don't turn it over.
Maintain the lead.
That's all you got to do. Whether you make another shot is irrelevant. You just take care of the ball. Now, the hard part about this is you haven't played in the tournament. If you have, it's been very little.
Right.
There's a foul from behind. They got right.
Well, I tell you what, it's just the advantage of winning the conference. Because you played your first round game here, you played last night game, and then you're playing today. And if you're fortunate to host a second round game, a first round game next week, you haven't been on the road for, what, a month?
You got to love it. Sleep in your own bed. Off the inbound, contact from behind. They may get Kuhn. Let's see if they'll go underneath instead.
Say. Oh, correction.
They got 31 instead, which is Breeden.
Here comes another. Here comes another line. And I don't think I have all these numbers, Troy.
You have Michaela Hurdle. .349 to go. Put back, good by Turk. So Transylvania basketball. Transylvania will hold on here.
Commissioner thinks the draw is, well, he knows it's Monday, but he thinks it's about 2:30 or 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
By the way, Kate Baker's checked in out of here, hometown Lexington, a 5'4" freshman.
We will know that the Indiana SRN sports page will have the seating
Not
on
unless
Tuesday.
you're nice to me.
Huh?
Not unless you're nice to me.
I'm always nice to you.
Here is Micaiah Grinter at the line to shoot 2. That last foul was called on Abby Clayton.
I do believe everybody has now played in the game, except 2 players from Transy.
Three minutes remaining. Hurdle picks up the foul. You're not going to drive the baseline against Hurdle.
No, you know.
You might want to change direction.
Go left instead of right.
So Grizzlies basketball, they'll turn it over once again. I have them now for 19 turnovers. Though the majority of the turnovers they had came in really key situations.
Well, I think they had 9 in the first quarter, did they not?
Yeah, they had 9, I believe, yeah. Hurdle. Ball loose. It'll stay with Transy and a foul. They'll get, that's on number 21.
Here comes another line for you.
I give up. I don't have any more. I have no more room on my score sheet. I told you they used all 8. What? How many did you say? 18 of them? They need to leave Hurdle in there.
I'd like to see her get a basket.
I would too. But they also get a chance to get everybody in the game.
Someone opened a garage door.
Here's the other thing. Franklin, offensively today, has just 46 points. They average 74. Coach, you're almost 30 points below your season average. That just kind of shows you as Clayton hits that 3, just kind of shows you the day it's been. They had a lot of energy, though, coming in. We watched them come out. They put the 55 minutes on the clock. Even before that, they were stretching and looked like they were loose and ready to go. And, you know, they dominated their win yesterday. Otherwise, when you looked at Transylvania, they're
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right?
Well, yeah, and they, again, in a lot of ways, may be lucky to be here.
Yep.
Is there anybody left that they haven't put in yet?
No, everybody's played except
Okay.
the manager.
Okay. There will be a trophy presentation after the game. You will also be talking with Hannah Klein. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Hannah is scheduled to be up.
Clayton hits another 3. We've made it under 2 minutes. Franklin trying to chase. You know, your message at this point is you just play defense, don't foul. No need to put Transy at the line if you don't have to. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Pioneers. Do you have your program over there anywhere? 1:33 to go.
Got the ladder over there waiting. Got the knits over there. Got the trophies over there.
Scissors. Little fast break action. Bucket good. Always nice to score in the championship game. Lead back to 30. Got a foul on Transylvania. Looks like they got Jones. Either Jones or Mears. Or it will be Mears instead. And we're under a minute.
Oh, my! Brooklyn White.
Well, everybody getting into the act. White again wearing number 54. Didn't hesitate on that three. Oh, shoot it. Go ahead. Difference of about a second between the game clock and the shot clock. Foul call against Franklin.
Good year for Franklin. You know, the league is very competitive, very healthy. I think it's got very good talent. And we'll see in October what comes back.
Yeah. Blocked shot by Mears. That gets a standing ovation because it was last touched by Franklin.
I think everything gets a standing ovation right now.
Should.
I think.
Final score.
Yep.
Transylvania 85, Franklin 51. Transylvania, the HCAC Women's Tournament champions. They were the regular season champions as well, and they dominated this game from the beginning. And they will move on to the NCAA Division III Women's Basketball Tournament yet for another year. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Trophy presentation coming up next right here at HCAC TV.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger. It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
At this time, we will recognize the members of the HCAC All-Tournament team. From Mount St. Joseph, Morgan Jenkins. From Anderson, Victoria Dietrich. From Franklin, number 4, Bradley Marshall. starter player. From Transylvania, number 12. Congratulations to Franklin on an outstanding season, the start of the HCAC Championship game. Let's hear it for the Franklin Grizzlies. And now, your HCAC tournament champions. Congratulations to the Transylvania Pioneers. Please come forward to receive this HCAC tournament trophy and banner. Granted that the HCAC tournament championship as an automatic bid into the 2026 NCAA Division III Basketball Championship. The Transylvania Pioneers.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
That's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
The women's section, as the Transy women's cutting down their net. We will take a break. We will have a new broadcast for the men's game, and that tip-off is at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 5:45. That wraps it up. We thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you the next time.